Hello, everyone. I'm coming on here to share about potty training tonight and how that allowed me to know I need the Lord to work in me concerning self control. And what I can say is, most people are prone to trying to control their situation, their circumstances, themselves, and even others. And sometimes that comes from a place of whatever happened in your past to cause you to be that way, or just our sin nature, or just being human beings and wanting to navigate things so that they are working our favor most of the time, because nobody likes experiencing suffering or pain or anything that will bring us harm or make us feel anything less than happy or joyful. And so while I had to potty train my daughter over the summer and she just turned 4, that was a big thing for us, like self control, a battle between myself and her, or what I was asking her to do in that moment. And what I realized is she noticed that I really wanted her to do it, I needed her to do it, and so I was putting pressure on her. And in that case, she was also trying to figure out what areas of her life she had control over. And so it basically turned into a power struggle, and that was not comfortable for either of us. And what I was realizing is I was more concerned about her going to the bathroom and just using it as I asked her, because I thought it was so simple, instead of addressing her emotions and addressing what was going on and why she thought the things that she thought concerning going to the bathroom. And I had to go to the Lord with that. Like, Lord, I'm struggling with forcing my daughter to go to the bathroom because I know what's best for her. Or in my mind, us as parents, we want what's best for our kids. And so I was like, Lord, I don't know what to do about this. I thought it was going to be simple, it was going to be easy. But now I understand that it's something more that I need to learn in this situation besides just potty training my daughter. And so as I started talking to the Lord about it, He began to show me myself, as far as I've been struggling with self-control for a long time. Like the battle of just wanting things to go my way, or thinking that I knew what's best. And so He had to bring me to a place of humility. He had to bring me to a place of, I realize I can't do it my way, because if I continue to try this way, it's not going to happen. And so within that, He's been teaching me so much. Just look at our relationship with Him. He doesn't force us to do anything. He gives us chances. He gives us opportunities. He gives us choices, basically free will to do what we're going to do, whether we're going to stand for Him or whether we're going to continue to follow our sin and end up in hell with Satan. And so within potty training, I could insist on my daughter peeing and pooping, or going to the bathroom to sit on the potty. But if she had made up in her mind that she wasn't going to do something, she would just sit there and not do anything at all. And I would feel as though I've lost. And that would make me upset. That would cause me to say, okay, I just asked this for something simple. You weren't, were you trying? You weren't trying. And then I would just come to a place of, I have no idea what I'm doing. Can we just go back to pull-ups? It was a frustrating time. But then when I started realizing like my relationship with the Lord, and how He doesn't get so impatient with us, and He gives us grace, and He gives us mercy, and He understands, and He shows us compassion. And the fact that we try sometimes, and even though we mess up, He still notices those moments. And it's not about tearing someone down, it's about building them up, standing beside them, trying to understand that person and get a better perspective in order to figure out how to help them better. And so as I started to learn what she was doing or what she was going through, and accepting that maybe she was afraid, accepting that she wasn't comfortable accepting that she may have been even feeling some pain during that time, it opened the door to be able to share some moments with her in my life where I felt those same emotions. And that's how the Lord does with us. He is patient enough to understand we are going through things in our life, and within those things that we're going through, we experience emotions, but we have to figure out how to navigate those emotions in a way that's pleasing to Christ. And that's where self-control comes in. You start to learn yourself. You start to learn your weaknesses. The Lord brings things to your attention that you need his help working on, and that's just all of us in general. So within just focusing on, how do I respond to this? How do I navigate the questions I need to ask her? How do I find it in a way where she still realizes she's gaining some of her independence, but she's still not, an adult, or she's not a teenager or anything like that, but allowing her to make a choice to try her best. And that's what the Lord asks of us, to try our best. But within that, most importantly, we have the Holy Spirit. So we are just not out on a limb trying to figure out everything on our own. The Holy Spirit is in us, and we have to invite him into those moments so that he can give us guidance on how to do the things that we're required to do, whether it's as a parent, whether it's as a spouse, whether it's on a job, wherever we are. The Holy Spirit gives us everything that we need on a daily basis. And I can even say it, he even took me to like travailing, where Elijah was down, he had his head between his knees, and he was looking for the rain. He didn't get up from that spot until the rain came. And that's how we have to be every day, like pushing through until we get an answer, pushing through in a way that pleases the Lord and that helps somebody else, and also helps us, so that we get an answer that we're looking for. And even though it may not come out as we see fit, but the Lord knows best. So we leave everything in his hands and allow him to prune us with the fruits of the Spirit. We will grow more and more into who we are supposed to be in him. So the moral of the story is, potty training taught me something very important. Nobody wants to be forced into anything, but majority of people are open to you listening to them, you understanding where they're coming from, and then you all moving from there, and they will be more open and receptive to your help, to your advice, to your guidance. It's not about you have to be right all the time. It's about you being willing to sit down and actually listen. And with listening, that's you controlling the will to pressure someone into what you want them to do, what you want them to believe. Instead, you're just being a person who wants the same in return. That's what I got from potty training. It's not always easy, but it'll work out just as the Lord sees fit if you allow him to take control.